welcome back to my channel. I am currently stuck in a ton of traffic and only have an hour till sign in. We still haven't even crossed the state line into North Carolina, so we're gonna be pushing it to get to the airport on time for sign in. You guys are probably wondering where I've been because I have not posted on here in a while. I had a close friend pass away last week suddenly, and so I just needed time to process that, deal with that, and kind of heal from that before I got back on social media, and didn't really feel right for me to be vlogging when all that was going on. So I do think it's time now for me to get back into a little bit of normalcy. I am working my first trip since he passed, so this is a good time to start the vlog back up again. We are starting a 3-day today. We have a long LA layover, and then we're working the red eye back. I bid for this trip because, well, so originally yesterday I had bid for this trip and it was a busted trip. It was a Greenville layover, but the first day all you did was deadhead from Charlotte to Greenville. So I called them and was like, hey, can I waive my deadhead since I already live in Greenville? I don't need to go to Charlotte, and then I can just go to the Greenville airport tomorrow morning. And we were just supposed to do one leg to Dallas and then deadhead from Dallas back to Charlotte, which I would have changed mine from Dallas to Greenville. But I'm sure you guys have seen there's crazy weather in Dallas right now, so our flight to Dallas canceled. So it didn't make, like, that trip didn't exist anymore because the only leg we were supposed to work was the one to Dallas. So since that one canceled, we didn't have to work anymore. So they took me off the trip, and my friend's funeral is this weekend, this Friday, and I'm supposed to be on call. And I tried to call my manager to get a personal day to be able to go to the funeral, and of course she didn't call me back. Like, this job is so weird. We have managers, but we really don't ever talk to them or need them unless we need them. And when you do need them, sometimes they're so hard to get in touch with because they don't know you and they deal with so many different people because, like I said, they really aren't involved with the flight attendants unless the flight attendants are either in trouble or needing days off or having to apply for FMLA or whatever it is. So I tried calling her. I still haven't heard back from her about that. So I just went ahead and bid for this trip because it's a red eye and it'll get me back in time to be able to go to Columbia Friday morning and make it for the funeral. So hopefully this trip goes smoothly. But yeah, that's why I bid for this trip. Usually on reserve, I don't bid for stuff. I just let them call me. But I kind of had to take matters into my own hands to do this. So we do 2 legs today. We go Charlotte to Orlando and then Orlando to LA, which is like a crazy long day, but I don't think we have any sits or anything, so that makes it go a little bit faster. I'm the lead, so I'll be able to keep myself busy on the long flight, which is good. And then it's probably like a 25-ish layover in LA and then work that red eye back. So not a terrible trip, hoping everything goes smoothly. And then I have a friend that lives in Orange County, which is not too far outside of LA, so I think I'm gonna hang out with him while I'm there too. So it'll be a good first trip to start off February. There were no spots inside the garage, so I had to park on the roof, which they told us that they're getting rid of this garage for us, which is really sad. Our first flight to Orlando was full. We had jump seaters too, so it was extra full. Then I had an acai bowl while I waited for our flight to LA. The Orlando airport was really quiet, which was kind of weird. Then our flight to LA was also slam full with jump seaters as well. We just got to the hotel. It is 9:15 local time, which means it is 12:15 my time. I am pretty wiped out. Today was a long day just because the flight was so long, the second leg, and we did have a little bit of a sit in between. So I didn't think we did, but we ended up having 2 hours on the ground, and we ended up being a little bit delayed too for our second flight because we had to get different pilots. Like, when we first started the trip, we didn't have pilots for that leg, and then the captain that we ended up getting, he was originally supposed to work a flight to Dallas, but it canceled. So they reassigned him to our flight, and then the first officer that was supposed to go with him, they also reassigned, but they were calling him into 2 of his days off, so he was able to switch that up and not have to do that. So then they found another first officer. I don't know what he was originally supposed to do, but they ended up throwing him on our trip. So ended up working out, but we did have to wait for the other first officer to get in to Orlando. So we ended up leaving like 15 or 20 minutes late. So it was just a long day, just because flying was long, but everything went smoothly. We didn't have any issues or anything. But I am tired. I was originally supposed to meet up with a friend of mine tonight that lives here, but he was having some car trouble and is not able to make it anymore. So we're just gonna have to reschedule that for another time when I'm in California, which is sad, but also I'm so tired that it's probably better that that happened than me trying to push through and fight through hanging out tonight. So that means I'll probably be venturing out and doing some stuff tomorrow. I'm not sure what yet, and I may meet up with some of my other crew members, but we'll see. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and get ready for bed and then do my little devotion, do my Spanish, which I've been keeping up with those since the start of the new year, every single day. So that's good. Killing it with my goals. We love that. And then probably go to bed. So that is all for day one. I will see you guys tomorrow for day 2. Good morning. It is day 2. I slept till about 8 o'clock. I woke up naturally around 7, but I was like, I don't want to get up this early yet. And it's kind of cold outside, so I wanted to give myself time to let it warm up outside. So I'm drinking my homemade cold brew and gonna get ready and try to leave the hotel around like 9:45, 10 to go out to brunch. I texted my other crewmates, so we'll see if any of them want to join me. Hopefully it warms up because this is like the only long sleeve type shirt I brought and it's only 50 degrees outside. So that's fun. But let's get ready and go explore. Here was the fit check for the outing. I had a crew member join me and we went to this place called the Potholder. It was like a little surf shop breakfast place. It was cute and the food was really good. Then after breakfast, we both went back to take a break. I had a little bit more coffee because I was kind of struggling. One of my creamers exploded in the bag. So sad. Then around noon, I went out for a walk. I wanted to go see the beach. It was a beautiful day outside. The girl who went to breakfast with me was gonna go to the beach as well, but she ended up falling asleep. So I just took a little stroll by myself. It was really quiet outside. There weren't a whole ton of people. I wanted to see some waves though, because I'm used to like, not big waves, but just waves at the beach on the South Carolina beaches, and this was the best I could get. But it was just really nice to be out there and hear the ocean. I love the ocean so much. I ended up walking 4 miles too, which is good exercise. We love that. It's 1:40. I just got back from my walk. I'm going to hop in the shower really quick and then do my devotion for the day and then try to get some sleep before the red eye. Our van is at 8:25, so I'll get up at 7:25. So if I lay down around 2, then that'll give me 5 hours of rest. I remembered to bring my sleep gummies this time, so we're gonna see if that helps me nap for this red eye. Hopefully it helps me nap and doesn't make me super tired for the red eye, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna shower and then hopefully get a nap. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen this hack, but if you ever need to be pretty dark during the day to get some rest, you just clip your little hanger where the curtain comes together to make it as dark as possible in the room. Super nice. I got a tan line from walking outside today at my watch. And then where my sleep cut off. You guys see that? That's crazy. So my tablet fell out of my pocket yesterday and the case completely broke apart. So gonna have to get a new one of those when we get back to Charlotte. But the melatonin worked really well, actually. I was surprised and I was able to sleep probably the most I've ever slept for red eye before, so we love that. In the 5 hours I was laying down, like it was in and out of sleep, but probably mostly sleep compared to like usually when I'm maybe get 15 to 30 minutes of sleep. So I feel great right now. So hopefully it'll last during the whole red eye. And then my drive, I'm not driving home when we get back from this trip. I mentioned I have that funeral, so I'm driving to Columbia to go to that funeral, which is about the same distance from the airport as home is. So I still have an hour and a half drive. So hopefully the sleep I got will last me through the flight and into the drive, but we'll see. But let's go catch the van. Here is the uniform. Check. When I went to go catch the van, I noticed this little picture that had a bunch of floors all over it, and I was on the 4th floor, so I wonder if they do that for all the floors. Kind of random, but just thought I'd throw that out there. Our red eye was full because they ended up rebooking a lot of people to go through Charlotte since all the Dallas flights were canceling. And look at this, the coffee pot exploded everywhere. We love that. So great. It was freezing cold on red eyes, that's just how it is. So I had to make some coffee midway to warm me up, and I also put some of our hot water in a water bottle just to hug because it's literally so freaking cold on red eyes. And when we got to the parking lot, it was still pitch black dark outside. It is so cold outside, and I did not bring my big jacket because I knew I wasn't gonna need it in California, but it is only 40 degrees outside. And I'm in short sleeves and this little blazer, which is not warm enough for all that. But we got in on time. Love that. I was a little bit nervous for a minute. They were going to reassign because I'm on reserve. And so when you land, they have 15 minutes after you land to reassign you if they need you. Like if they're short on reserves and they have a bunch of trips open, they'll start reassigning reserves when they land at base. So thank goodness they did not do that to me today, because I would have been crushed if that happened. And yeah, that would have sucked. But I also don't think there was really much that I was legal for, since I did just work an all-nighter. But yeah, thank goodness that did not happen. I tried to go to the career room and get that little tablet case fixed. They're supposed to be open at 6. I got there at 6:10 and nobody was there. It wasn't open. I'm like, it's nice to not be managed, but at the same time, when you need your manager and you can't get in touch with him, or you can't get help with like this kind of stuff, that's so annoying. I'm like, why are you guys say you're open at 6 and nobody's gonna be here 10 minutes after 6? Ay. But anyways, I'm about to head to Columbia, go crash on my friend's couch for like an hour or two, depending on what time I get there. Funeral's at 11. It's 6:30 right now, so I should get to Columbia around 8. So I'll have like 2 hours probably to nap, and then get ready really quick and go head to that. So yeah, that is all for this video. It's my first trip of February, and so far this year, all of my trips, I've had at least one person hang out with me at some point during the trip or the layover, like outside of flying. So that's a good start. Not bad at all. But yeah, as always, any questions, comments, whatever, put them in the comments below. A lot of you guys have been reaching out to me on like Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. I try to respond when I can, but I do go like days without looking at messages just because I get overwhelmed. So I'm sorry if you guys have messaged me and I haven't responded yet. I'll get to it eventually. But yeah, that is all for this video. I'll be back on reserve in a couple days. My family's making up our Christmas party that we had to reschedule because of my grandpa's whole thing. We're rescheduling that tomorrow. So it's gonna be a busy little weekend for me, but that'll be fun. It's gonna be weird doing Christmas with no Christmas trees, but we're also celebrating January and February birthdays as well. So we got a lot going on at this party tomorrow. But yeah, that is all for this video. I need to get on the road. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.